Hello, nice to have you again. Join us on the show conversation. And you know what we do here? Ensure that we touch places that will cause positive change in our society. Now, today, somebody mentioned to us that Abuja is a beautiful city. Yes, we agree. Another person says the minister, Enrique, is building roads. I say, yeah, he's commissioned so much and he's still doing much more. But the next person, killed it completely. Said Mike is building roads for garbage. And that hit me real bad. Because the truth is, garbages are scattered around Abuja. But then, do we understand the implication of this environmental garbage, the hygiene of it to our health? We'll get to find out. And then, of course, proper ways of ensuring that these things are taken off the streets. Like it's a conversation and the whole house is here. I'll not start with Dirty December. Let's start with Devon.
Yes, it's good to be here. And I'm glad we're talking about something that's not only dear to my heart, but to the hearts of so many other people who live in Abuja. We love Abuja, and we're seeing a side of Abuja right now that we don't really like.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, to be honest, it's not new. I'm surprised that, people are even complaining now. For me, I've even gotten used to it.
Wow, that's a bad thing to get used to.
I'm used to it.
It's really a sad one. And I'm looking at you wearing your Dirty December whites and ready for next week, Dirty December, and suddenly there's a splash of dirt on you.
I've been in Abuja over 30-something years, and I've never seen Abuja this dirty, this filthy, everywhere smelling, dustbins spilling over. Now we have heaps. Now the dirt is taking over the roads, and nobody's saying anything. Yeah. So this beautiful city of Abuja, they need to do something. We have to go back to Abuja being a beautiful city.
There have been rumors that Abuja is turning dirty and also smelly. Today, you will come with me and my crew as we drive around the city of Abuja to find out if truly Abuja is turning dirty. Well, after driving round the city of Abuja, it is sad to say that there are truths to those rumors. Now, what can we do to mitigate this situation? It's back to the studio for more conversations on this topic.
Good morning, Tux. All right.
Hello, good morning. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. So I'm wondering, are we all doing our share? Nigeria, now we own Jonathan, like everybody clean up, but then where are we dropping the things when we clean up? Because I know that everybody's really trying to make Nigeria a better place. So we're going to discuss with our dear FCT minister, help us out, so that even when everybody's doing their own, there's somewhere to drop the garbage, not garbage in, garbage out.
It's really crazy. I know that when I shared this topic with Devon, she came at me like she was already waiting. I remember what I said. Were you waiting for this topic, Devon?
Yes.
Because she had collections of pictures. There was one you showed, a tipper, carrying.
And that's the problem. It's rare nowadays to see those proper garbage collection trucks that are properly covered, and you have the garbage men properly kitted, although they're rarely properly kitted. At best, you find them wearing gloves and boots. But I think it should also go with a mask, because sometimes when those trucks pass you, you're sitting in your car, the windows are up. What is sucked in from the AC alone, you can barely, and yet you have these people moving around, they are not masked up and everything. But the thing is, even those proper garbage collection trucks, I don't see anymore. I see regular construction trucks, the ones that take construction materials to
the
site.
one we call tipper.
Yes, and they're flying
Those are the
all over.
ones I see carrying garbage, and as they're speeding along, litter is just flying off the thing and littering the entire streets and everything, and then it's counterproductive. So it looks really, I mean, Abuja is a standard city by most, by most comparisons. Yeah. If you live in Abuja, you cannot go to a city somewhere and be like, oh, you are so overwhelmed. Yeah. No, it's an average city. If we can't get garbage collection right, it's one of the most basic things we should be able to do. I don't know, for instance, do we have incinerators? Where is
I've never seen one.
Thank you.
I've never seen one.
Where is the major garbage dump of the city? When they take, I have seen these garbage trucks just shift the garbage around town.
What do you mean?
What, for instance, they may take, I filmed this one time. I know I put it on my Twitter account because I challenged them. But I cannot download it from Twitter because I don't have the subscribed version, but I have the video there. What they do is they bring garbage from some other part of town and just empty it out on the road.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. I've caught them doing this more than once, especially when it's construction type garbage, like bricks, metal, things like that. But then you also have bits of paper and all of that, and they bring it and they look for an untarred road and they just dump it out there. Yeah. Most places that you see it's a road and there's garbage there, it's the actual garbage collectors that just bring it and put there. And then by the time they've done this once or twice, the individuals around also start bringing the garbage from their home and just pour it there and go.
It's terrible.
So something should be done about the proper garbage collection people. Abuja Environmental Protection Board, they're fantastic at running around chasing people who are trying to sell small things in traffic.
Livestock in their homes.
Women who have decided they want to sell their bodies, but I see them go very quiet when it's time to actually make the city look clean. So I don't know, what am I missing here?
To be honest, I think I shared this sometime last year when we spoke about this, because we've spoken about this before. Last year, or I think 2 years ago, the garbage truck stopped coming. So for some time, we had a lot of garbage in front of our houses. So we individually had to start to pay
Do
a
something
pickup
about
guy
it.
who will now, we don't know where he takes it.
So
anyway.
I'm sure he's
We would
dumping it
pay,
somewhere.
and then he would take it, because we had to get rid of the garbage.
Yeah.
So eventually they started coming. Now, I was so happy the first time I saw them. Thank God, we'll now rest from paying to pick up the garbage. And then they came and they left, and my garbage was still there. Apparently, they pick the garbage in some houses and leave the rest. They actually came to the street, but they picked from one house and left. So, and I asked. I said, "Did you sort them out?"
Oh, wow.
Yes.
When
I
you
was-
have paid your
I was
environmental
shocked.
money,
I was
you
shocked.
still need to sort
I
out.
was told that if I had sorted them out, then they came to the street, they moved to the next house and picked their garbage. Because I said, I didn't know you have to sort them out to pick up the garbage. I thought that's their job.
I think they have
think
their
there's a level.
area.
No, there
they
is
have
a-
their area.
No,
how
let me
they
tell
pack
you,
up.
you know I'm laughing after what you just said. There was an experience. I saw on Knockshot, I saw the truck picking from a restaurant. So I called my mom. I said, "Oh, finally they're here and all that." So when I got back home, I noticed
Yours wasn't picked.
everywhere was free. It was still garbage everywhere. So as God will have it, one day I was driving out and I saw this same truck. And the guy said they've refused to pay them. So that they are coming here because the owner of this restaurant,
Ask them to come.
he pays. So there's no way he's going to pay for fuel. Then he'll come and pick up your own on another street. So that's it. And I said, they've not paid you. He said, no, government has not paid. So here we are, no trucks, no fuel. The workers are not being paid. So now everybody just carries their dirt, look for Mebola, carries their dirt, and they just dump it anywhere they see. So the thing here is, that's why everywhere, see, I've never seen Abuja so dirty. Then the worst part, let me tell you the worst part. When it was raining, I now realized that I had never seen flood in Abuja like I saw this time. When I questioned somebody, they said many people now dump
In the gutters.
in the gutters. So the gutters are clogged and blocked.
All right, let's see if Tox is living in the same Abuja as we do. Tox, I don't know, what's your experience with garbage in Abuja?
What did what's his name say? Think what the country can do for you. You know, this Wike he's concentrating on some things that he thinks are important to him, right? But cleanliness, what they say, what's that saying?
It's next
Cleanliness
to
next
godliness.
to God.
Yes, it's not that it's in the Bible,
Yes.
but it's a saying. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So how godly are you? Meaning you don't fear God if you're dirty. And if your environment where you are is dirty, then you must be smelling too. Do you understand? So we all need to, work at this thing. If you can help us out. They said the gutters are clogged up. Who are the people supposed to be doing this work? There's so much money that we're doing all the roads. We're excited, yes. But this same money is the money that can pay the people that are cleaning up everywhere they are. And yeah, so if all of us can put hands together, but the government has to do what they have to do, in as much as we're all striving for the same goal. Because if the country is dirty, if Abuja is dirty, Abuja is the center of Nigeria, Federal Capital Territory, people are coming inside now. What are they going to see once they step in? Smelling gutters in the markets. I'm imagining when I go to the market and how it's dirty and smelling. Really? What happened to the days we used to have environmental sanitations around? Do you understand? So if we have environmental sanitations in the markets, or even in your own environment where you are, one step at a time. One step at a time. Governments, do your own thing.
Okay.
Mr. Wike, do your thing. And
But
everybody.
she's saying that we should do our own thing.
We've done our own and we've passed
Okay,
it to the
guess
garbage
what?
sites now.
Where do we take the
garbage.
dirt
We've
to?
done our part.
So that's what I was saying about
Yeah,
Wike
We've done
doing
our
his
part.
own
We've cleaned
part.
our
Yeah.
surroundings.
You understand?
We took it out to the-
If you pay, you were talking about you having to tip people to do what they have to do. Really? But if they are paid, sorry
But
to
you
use the
just said
example.
they're not paid.
Yeah, so sorry to use the example of, the police people, if they were paid enough, then you wouldn't have to be troubling people on the roads. So if you pay them, there's enough money to go around. That's the truth.
They have not
There's
paid
money to
even.
go around if you're doing all these roads. I mean, why are we going to do
But
the roads that are going to be dirty? So if you're doing the roads,
talks.
then pay these people.
I don't
It's not-
want us to say, and I'm not trying to, excuse the minister for FCT, but let's be realistic. There is a head of Abuja Environmental Protection Board.
Right.
Yeah.
This is his jurisdiction. This is his job. Why do we call out the minister for what someone else is supposed to be responsible for? Yes, the minister is the one in charge overall. But there is a head of Abuja Environmental Board. There is a department that is in charge of this. What are they doing?
Okay, you've asked the question. Let me now give you the answer. When I saw the guy that was in charge, I think that he's the one that even owns that stuff. He says that when he went to Abuja, what do you call it?
Abuja Environmental.
That they have not been given money.
I was going to say that, yes.
They have not
So
been
it
given
trickles
money.
down. It does
So
trickle
That's what
down.
many parastatals and agencies
So,
are
excuse
saying
me.
this year. So
See, the bulk of this thing stops at the head. So the thing now is that we're talking about it, people are talking about it. So I'm sure he's going to know, because I'm sure he doesn't know, or I don't know, but something has to be done. They have not been given the money. Somebody has sat on the money.
You know, it pains me to go into a place. Sometimes it's even an estate. And it's a beautiful environment. Sometimes I don't get to see the dirt, you know, but open your nose. My nose is very funny. You could perceive the very foul smell of garbage overstayed, you know.
And with
And,
the rain.
and you look at the beautiful buildings, beautiful cars coming out of the estates, and you're like, where's this smell coming from? Because they've been left there for too long.
Yes.
But then, even when they move away this garbage,
Yeah.
I also think that, like Tok said, we should do our own bit. Let's go extra mile to clean our dustbin, you know, so that the smell will
Which
be
dustbin?
reduced. Whatever dustbin you use, even if it's the big one.
But
if
people are,
you-
people are burning
They
their
break it.
trash
They even
now.
break it. Do you
Yes.
know that they break your dustbins?
why?
Really?
The
Yeah.
garbage collectors, the way they fling,
fling
I
it.
was so angry. This was a few years ago.
Yeah.
This garbage, the good ones, they're
Yes.
pretty expensive.
Yes, they're expensive because
They
you have
come
to
and
pay
pick
for
it up
them.
and they fling it.
Try.
They end up, believe me, and see, oh my God, God help us.
Everything is
You know, talking about garbage collectors, I want us to look at the role of the scavengers. You know, I have always
Yes,
said
that's
that
the biggest problem.
The biggest problem
Yeah,
we have
is the
is not just
scavengers.
the people collecting the
Yeah,
dustbins,
I agree.
but those boys who are looking for
I
plastics
agree
and
with you.
bottles.
I agree
Because
with you.
in my very eyes, I have had dialogues with them. You throw in your garbage, neatly
come and avoid all of
tied.
them.
They
Yes.
come in and scatter
No,
it.
like now this morning as it was coming, you know, when we don't really like where everywhere is dirty. So what we do, we buy those black bags.
Yes.
You know, and
The
can you
minute you're
imagine
throwing
you
it-
wake up
Yeah,
in the
they
morning
tie it up.
and this, no, you see, you see, all you needed to do was just to open
Untie it.
and check. They'd already, you understand? And when you start to talk, they think you just want to make noise.
But I even understand they're not
yeah.
allowed to.
Thank you. I was letting
They can-
to
no,
function
you see,
within the
it-
city center
who-
anymore.
Ah,
Who
yes,
is
excuse
enforcing
you.
it?
No, who?
Excuse you.
No, excuse
They're
me,
everywhere.
Who is
They walk around in the
who is going
daylight
to enforce it?
with their
Who is going to enforce it?
Nobody to
You see, the
enforce it.
problem here is that if the people were doing their jobs, those people will not even see the dirt
Yeah.
to start trying to,
Scatter.
Yeah. So the thing here is that let the right thing be done. If the right things are done, these people will not even see anything to pick.
Okay, so I went to a particular place. I noticed something. The state had, incidentally, is in Nigeria here, but I think they also have stopped it because the government changed hands. They were letting their people buy the nylon
Yes.
bags, green and black.
Yeah.
The first few months, they gave to them free and said your organic that will decompose, put in the grey bag. The other ones put in the black bag, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Beautiful.
That's
I
a
never
good
knew,
idea.
I never knew we did that in
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Plastic,
No,
yeah.
let me say it was in Enugu.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
That's amazing.
and it was easy. Those scavengers, if they came around, I'm sure they would just take the black ones,
Yeah.
Yes.
knowing that what is in the other one is decomposing
Yes.
agents. So they will
Yes,
leave it.
leave it.
And it was also easy for them to pick the real people now, the officers, to pick the bags and know what to do with each. But I noticed that now, all the shopping mall bags we use to shop, a lot of us use that trash can. So you can't even tell which one is organic and which one is inorganic. So at the end of the day, those boys get to scatter. how can we begin to, speak on the fact that we need the scavengers, number one, off the road, and then two, we also need to have sanity, thrown on our trashes.
If I may come in here, that was a very commendable effort by the Enugu State government. I also know that I think this is being done by a private individual or private organization here in Abuja. They've stationed a thing, I don't know what to call it. You go there, you put a certain quantity of plastic, and it pays you something.
Yeah.
So yes, I
Yeah.
think there's one in Wuse, then there's another one in Nyanya.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So you, for
So
a
both
certain
my
quantity of,
polythene bags.
I don't know about polythene bags,
plastic,
but
maybe
plastic,
bottles,
like
not
all these
bottles,
plastic
right?
bottles, people who do a lot of
Events.
bottled water kind of thing.
Events.
So I think based on the quantity you bring, a certain quantity of cash is dispensed to you. I don't see anything wrong with adopting that
method.
strategy, putting it in different parts of the city, and then people who, like restaurants and then even homes that do a lot of bottled water kind of thing, they can go there, even just for the fun of knowing that you're getting something small for your waste. You'll find that it will encourage people to drop off at these places. We have waste plastic factories in Abuja, in the Idu industrial layout, places. So, but we also need to educate the average Nigerian. I don't know, maybe National Orientation Agency could come in here, maybe with a bit of cooperation between Nigerian Television Authority and maybe the Abuja Environmental Board people, to help people to understand the need to separate organic and inorganic waste. If there's a proper way that the inorganic waste can be removed and recycled.
True.
It's very, very important. We are living in an era where recycling has become a theme.
Yeah.
It's a mantra. It's something that's been
It's a lifestyle
talked
now.
about. It's a lifestyle that's being encouraged globally. And this is one of the most basic levels of it at the domestic level. Just separate those plastic bottles, the one you bought your groundnut oil, your palm oil, the jerry cans you're not using anymore, put them in one particular thing. Then all the other leftover food, maybe you don't have dogs or small chickens around, put them in this other thing. Those ones can even be composted and used as natural, what do you call it? Manure or fertilizer later. We can, there's a lot of waste to wealth. There is money in waste.
Yeah.
True.
There's a lot of money in waste.
People are making money. People, in fact, there's a
give
country
it
that's
to
buying
Lagos.
waste.
Yeah.
See, what
give
I'm
it to
saying,
Lagos.
I don't even understand why Nigeria as an entity cannot make money from waste, because we're over 200 million people strong. That means a lot of waste is being generated.
Right.
And that waste could translate to, foreign
Energy.
currency coming
Energy.
into,
They're
we
using that for
export it.
Energy.
It's for energy. We need energy. We will not get lights.
We can even export it and
And
get
let us have lights.
Let's
money
see, let's
in.
see
You
what
understand?
Tokes thinks about
So I
this.
don't know
Tokes,
what's
are you with
going
us?
on.
What's your take about wealth and waste?
I'm going to move on with what Devon has said. We're educating people, educating the populace, really. And I always know how we always catch on when you hear different songs and things on TV. And so if there's something, I think Jingles by Joy was saying something about things like that as well. So if you can educate the people, put up something, let them know, this is what happens to you with dirt. This is what happens to you when you're clean. And put some song to it, put some rhyme to it or something, and then, and move. Let everybody know that, you're in your house, you want to be clean. You wake up in the morning, majority of us have our bath. Maybe not everybody. Because you just never, that's what I'm saying, majority. I don't want to say that everybody. No, so majority people, or you smell. So if you're you don't want to be around where it's smelling, you don't want to be dirty, then you don't want your environment, if not just your environment, outside. You're talking about when you walk outside and how the place is so dirty. The market is dirty, the grounds are dirty. And another thing I wanted to say is singling out areas, because I know that the last time I was here, I was saying something about where I am is neat and clean. Because I remember, I see the trucks. And yes, the trucks are the real dustbin everything heavy loaded things for trash. So if some parts are being cleaned out and some other parts are being cleaned out, then the whole place is still dirty. So you need to educate everybody. And you're talking about the environmental people. Yes, really. Do your job. What's your job? It's not in just standing on the road and getting money from people that have signs somewhere or just do your job. Let everybody know. Go around the houses. Tell them what it's all about. Educate people.
All right,
you can't go wrong.
we're actually trying to do that in this place. I hope we get to that level. But has anybody recently visited Garki International Market?
I'm always there.
Well, I go there frequently enough.
I've not been there in a while.
Okay.
Quite clean.
So you may not understand the change I'm talking about. Cast your mind back to 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when it was managed by private people.
Yeah.
And now it's managed by government. And I'm asking, what is wrong?
Well, I haven't been there in a while.
No,
I don't know what happened.
What's wrong?
What's the
I have
difference?
been there. It's
The difference is that
terrible.
the place is dirty.
Yeah.
It used to be a pride place for me to
always
visit.
clean.
my dear, it's
It
not.
used to be so
it
clean
is
that
It
not-
used to be so
looked,
clean.
It's not dirty.
You come in,
It's not dirty. Let us look for what is worse than dirty.
it's
Oh, really?
terrible.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
It was
awful.
one
Yeah.
place that I could go to, and
you
feel
could
good.
eat.
You could eat in the
Yes,
market.
you
But
could.
now it's terrible.
You
The
see-
worst part is
Uh,
they're building stalls even up to the main road. The kind of
No.
thing I see in
See,
certain towns.
let me tell you, I've questioned. When you go there, there's no parking space anymore.
There's no parking space.
Yes,
That's another
and
thing.
I asked a question, and they said every boss that comes
Wants to have a shop there.
wants to have a shop.
Wow.
So if the other ones have had it, they have new ones now, so those ones too want to have it. And you see, the problem in Nigeria, they never think about people. They are not thinking of fire. They are not thinking of problems. So when you go to Garki Market now, you are struggling to park. One, you are struggling with dirt. One, so now everybody is moving their load from the shops onto the
Main road.
main road, and everybody is right. And you see, the thing here is that you said something. Anything that is managed by
government.
private company
Okay, thank you. They work better.
always gives you what you pay for.
But those private people are Nigerians.
That's not the point. The
Reputation.
point here is that government does not do anything. We have been talking about government. The monies that are meant for certain things are not being used. Let's say it the way it is.
Because I was asking, I
Yes.
took time because it became a pain for me. So I asked more than 3 people.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Why is this place no longer swept? Why do you not have lights? They told me, well, Shebi, they say make a government to go manage the thing. Government don't
No,
dey
but
manage
guess
them
what?
now.
They don't even
So
give
and
them
then
lights.
what they do to them now is they are paying more service charge
Yes.
Yeah.
and zero
Less.
service.
No, but guess what? Have you seen how much we pay to enter? See, the levy is higher.
And see, thank
It's-
you, God.
it's so
you see, I wanted-
crazy.
when you're talking about
Yes.
when you're talking about the machine that you bring in the plastic and you get paid, I smiled in my heart. I said, in Nigeria, that tolls don't even work. Nigeria is still paying money cash.
That's private owned now. It will work.
To enter market,
Yes.
to enter the airport. Where
Yes.
in the world, even small countries in Africa, no longer use cash.
Yes.
But Nigeria, because of revenue generated,
Yes.
they must collect cash. Why don't we have toll gates, tolls in the airport that we can just use a card?
That's
Or even
starting
slot
though.
in your money into a machine. But somebody must collect
No,
that money.
but you know the thing that saddens me? You have increased the tariff
From 100 naira to 300.
to 300.
They've increased it and the service
And do
has
you know?
dropped.
And guess
you
what?
increase it. It's
No,
like
but-
me buying
no, but
sardine.
you know the funny
And
thing?
the cash,
more
no,
expensive, and then the
sometimes
fish is
they
like
do POS now. But let me tell you.
Okay, do
but let
POS.
me tell you the thing that's if you go to the market 10 times, you pay 10 times.
Yes.
It's very annoying.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
If
It's
you go to
very
the market
annoying.
10 times. But my issue here, and I'm trying to say, is that when you pay for service,
And let's get.
is service being provided? No. So my point here is that you are building more shops, you're making more money, you're taxing everybody, and the debt, you see, the debt in that place is crazy. So I know that place, that market is being managed by a particular organization. Because here is that you cannot blame, like she said, you can't keep blaming the minister, there is a head.
Yes. There's a department that's in
Yes.
charge of it. And you see, sorry to
But
cut
the
you
thing
short.
is, that's
Yeah,
why
people
I'm calling
complacent.
Weekend now. He is in charge.
So
And
you
he's
should go and-
Abuja
yeah.
International
Well, the
Market.
truth is
Full
the
So
buck stops on
we
his
have
table.
we have
But
all
he
gone
cannot know
to
everything.
So he
we have
has-
all
he has-
gone to
he-
different markets.
Yes.
I went to markets in
What of who say-
in South Africa. I went to market in Dubai.
Yes.
And it didn't look like I was in the market.
You're
It looked
building
like
more
I was
shops?
in a
Yeah.
I was in a
So
in a-
why
in a
are they
shop.
building more shops?
Why are you-
Because I know this market.
No, but I've
There's
told you.
There's no
No.
parking. The parking space is not even enough.
No, I have
so
told
how can
you.
they build more markets?
Everybody that comes there wants to get shops. So that is why if another person comes now, they will create one cubicle again and start building shops. Let the truth be told. You know, most of the time we don't say the truth.
Yeah.
I'm
and
hoping
that's
that
it, yeah.
the minister can do a little bit more of demolition there.
Yes.
And at the end of the day,
That is
give
where demolition
people-
should be happening.
That's
Yes.
where it should be happening, because why are you building a store on top of a gutter?
Yes.
You know, why are you building a store
In
on
the
a
parking
parking
area?
space?
Yes.
People now come to market,
And come
especially
back.
on Fridays when the place is filled with village. There's a corner where you
Yes,
have
where they do all
the
those there,
village
yeah.
produce.
Yes.
So you go there. There's no parking space again for anybody.
No, if
and
you
you cannot
park-
park on the road.
No, I know. Do you know what they do now? The little space you see to park, those people clamp your cars. So you
Oh,
have
wow.
to pay again.
That's crazy.
God.
Don't make this living in Abuja very
Yeah, it's
expensive. and
tedious.
Very,
It's
very
everything.
troublesome for us.
Look, I won't lie to you. I'm exhausted.
All right, before you get exhausted, we'll take a quick break now. When we come back, we'll continue.
From the Atlantic across the savannah to the Sahara, we rise, a land of the free, we know they tire. We dream great, our spirit is undying.
Resilient, rooted like palm tree. We sway in colors, we turn dark into light. We make solutions, we ignite passion, yeah. Diversity is unique, we have more than just a nation.
We are Nigeria, we are Nigeria, strengthening unity. We know they carry lives. We are Nigeria, we are Nigeria. Together live the dream of a land with great destiny. We are Nigeria.
Oh, it's still conversations, and we are still hitting it hard on Abuja and environmental hygiene within this environment, because it's a must. It's a must. Again, when we're out, I took a clip of a video Devon showed me of people sleeping on top of decks.
One person, actually. In fact, when I passed the first time, I thought it was a corpse.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
it was a human being.
Yeah.
And
So
is the person mad?
I finished my business, and coming back, I noticed that the person had changed position.
Oh,
so
God.
that helped me to realize that, okay, this person is still alive. But he was sleeping, you can see it now, smack in the middle of filth.
Is it normal?
And you can probably
Yeah.
gone mentally. You can also see that the litter there is fresh. It looks like something that was done just the night before or early that
Don't
morning.
describe it.
Yeah, because you can still see fresh food and things like that. But the problem is now that they've started putting trash there. In another couple of
It's
weeks,
going to
you'll come and
continue.
it will be a heap that'll be there.
Yeah.
Other neighboring homes will realize that, oh, so this is the
This
new
is-
designated dump site. They come out in the middle of the night and I've seen people, you know, as they are driving from their own homes in whichever neighborhood, they
to
get to a
another
fresh neighborhood and they just throw something out the window. And it's a leather bag filled with filth.
Wow.
You know, so most of the time, the filth you'll find in certain neighborhoods may not
be.
have been
Yeah.
generated by the
From
people
that
living there,
Yeah.
but by other people that come and take
And
advantage
then
of that
to-
space,
yeah.
while the people living here are
Goes
taking
to
their
another
own
place.
trash and going to rubbish another person's environment. By the end of the day, who suffers it? We all do collectively.
Because at the end of the day, when they decompose and they begin to
And
form,
there's an outbreak.
but there could be an outbreak.
Yeah.
You know, I
Cholera, things
Thank
like
you.
this. Our
Exactly.
drinking water could be contaminated. We're not thinking straight. We're not thinking right. But the thing is, the typical Nigerian is not a dirty person. The state has to play its role in removing. There should be waste management. It's barely, it's the most common, it's like bare minimum. It's bare minimum. Waste collection, waste management is another work that state authorities must take charge of. Because if you enter the typical maybe housing estate, you'll find that people are putting their trash in their dustbins, and then maybe the dustbin is full, they put it in bags around. They've done their part. That's the most they can do.
And then they hire companies to pick it up.
And then when these companies pick it up, where does it go next? I'm not aware that Abuja has any landfills. When I was living in Guarimpa, there was this person.
Oh,
this,
Guarimpa is horrible.
Please
there was
don't
this
go there.
there was this
Guarimpa is
person's
horrible.
plot. There was this
Yes.
person's
That
plot
they turned into
That
a-
was
along an
insane.
untarred road, and you could tell it was somebody's plot because they built a wall around it and planted
So they were throwing stuff.
Oh my God.
cashew trees there, and these garbage trucks would come there and empty their garbage into this person's plot. Now I don't know when last the person, but the next time they go there, they're going to receive an unpleasant surprise.
It's unfortunate.
Because it was a back road, but, you know, to avoid traffic back then, I would follow that back road. It was untarred. And the number of times I saw them dumping out garbage in this person's plot, I couldn't count.
It's
No,
crazy.
but at least you said plot. I went to Guarimpa.
The same Guarimpa.
Now they're dumping it out on the road.
Guess what? That First Avenue.
Yes.
The
Near the market. There's one market there.
It
I
has
saw-
taken over the
it-
road.
yes,
To be honest, that was what I saw.
it has-
That's
It
what
has
I saw.
taken over.
It has
so you
chopped
see
into
now,
half of the
when
road.
you are coming now, there's traffic because this one wants to come, the other one wants to
And
go
the garbage has
everywhere.
taken over the street.
See the
And people
smell.
still have their shops
Yes,
there.
and their
People have
shops are there.
And then we
there.
have
The
government
smell.
officials who ply that road.
and they ply that road.
Exactly.
No,
Okay,
no.
so let's join in here to find
Crazy.
out, the health consequences of bad environmental management.
Scientists suspect that many of the things we're exposed to in our environment
I think that's an eye opener because a lot of times I recall particularly one particular year, years back, we came, back to the city from the village on holiday. Within the first 3 weeks of January, a lot of families lost their children. I was happy I scaled through it because I actually got struck too by it. It was a cholera outbreak. So, and the public health expert said it came from the environmental, problem people created by way of garbage. So I don't know all my friends that had the same age brackets children. At least everybody lost one or two.
My God, that's
I had two. They were so sick that I lost my mind. I ran away from the house. I have to be honest. My mother took charge, and God healed them. They're still alive. They're grown now. They're doing well. So, but those are the kind of consequences. They're very severe. I was just lucky, grace of God. I would have lost two of them like that, the first two. So I don't know, do we understand the imports?
See, cholera is even going far. Malaria. Where do mosquitoes breed?
Yeah.
It's in stagnant water. And you'll find stagnant water
Everywhere.
gathered in pools, small pools, in all these trash heaps that we leave around. Let's not even talk about other pests like rodents.
Rats especially.
And where you find rodents and frogs, in no time at all, you're going to find snakes.
Snakes.
So I don't think we're thinking of the ripple effect, the domino effect of not keeping our surroundings clean.
And when we do keep it clean, let them pack it.
And yes, I'm not even talking of us, the typical person. I've already absorbed us. I said the typical Nigerian is a very clean person. If only the state would help. I want to give kudos to Cross River State when Donald Duke was governor. I don't know about now.
Yeah.
Now Uyo is trending.
Okay.
Yes, Uyo is trending.
I went to Uyo.
When
Uyo is beautiful.
I went to Cross River for the first time in my life, ever, when Donald Duke was governor.
I did.
And I scolded all my friends that are from that place. I said, your state is so beautiful
And you don't say
and so clean, and I've never heard any of you say anything. Because to them, it wasn't a big deal. That was what they were
It's
used
a norm.
to. So when I was talking, they were like, and the first time they go Calabar with this, I said, yes, that's my first time of going to Calabar. You know, they are so clean that even in the markets, you know, women selling oranges, you know, that peel, they are peeling it into a small bag, and as they are done, they are lifting it and putting. There are waste bins all over the place.
It's
So
possible.
the state was playing its part, and as a result, they were being rewarded by effort from the individuals. Cross River State, but guess what? I went by road.
Don't talk about Abia State.
Passed through Abia State.
Don't talk about Abia State.
Don't call states. No, you know, we should.
I have to.
Don't call states.
I have to.
No,
Abba,
OT has changed it.
the place-
OT
that's
has
why I
changed.
said Donald Duke's time.
Yes.
Abba, I passed through Abba.
It was a disaster.
Me that used to think Lagos was dirty.
Told you.
I
Until
handed
Abba
over
showed
my
up.
apologies because I now saw
So
Abba.
the Abba
And
was
people were washing their bikes because
Yes.
there were stagnant pools of water by the road, and there was filth all over. That median,
Yes.
there was filth, this tall, all. And then imagine exiting that and entering Calabar. I was like, wait, the governor of this state, him and Donald Duke, they know they talk. Then they keep malice. No, because he reached make the man go ask Donald Duke, say, bro, what do they do so that I can replicate it in my state?
Doing the right thing in Nigeria is not possible.
It's possible
No, wait.
if you want.
Let
It's
me
about
land,
will.
G. Let me land.
Okay.
Because so that's why we're giving kudos. Oh, Calabar is neat. It's supposed to be so.
Yeah, but it's not so.
I went to Ebonyi.
Everybody is clean.
God heavens.
It's clean, Ko.
Umai tried.
I went
Okay, I'm
to
happy to hear that.
I went to
Uyo.
Enugu.
Enugu.
I was blown away. Then I got to Uyo. I see, I couldn't believe it.
Calabar is not that clean anymore. You know.
I said I couldn't
That's
believe
sad.
it. So you see, the thing here is that it's if you have leaders who decide that they're
Yes.
going to work. Because these 3 states, I went through the east because I was going to Inewi. I went through, the last place I did was Ebonyi. I was Uyo. When I got there, the air, it was beautiful. And I said, so it's doable.
It's doable.
It's
You
doable.
know,
Intentional
I
governance.
stayed in Akwa Ibom for a while,
Yeah.
and I saw it as a village, even though it was state capital, the Uyo.
Yeah.
And when I went back again, when was that? I think 2011. I couldn't get flights straight to my place,
Okay, so you had to
I
go
went
through
through
Uyo.
Uyo.
Yes.
I landed from the airport. They were taking me. I did not know where I was anymore.
Yes.
There was a
Beautiful.
great transformation, you know.
Yeah.
Great transformation. But let's see what Tokes. Tokes, have you gotten your own shock lately?
I'm excited just listening to everybody, and what comes to my mind again is repercussions and consequences. You know, all that you have said now. If people know what they're doing to themselves, even the government that we're talking about, you know, what's the image you're creating of your state, your country, wherever you are? I mean, start from local government chairman, councillors. I mean, what do we have here? And I wanted to let you know that in Lagos now, it's clean.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's good.
Yeah, you have a leader who
So
will sit
consequences. If you're not doing right, what happens to you? Is it a levy? Is it a punishment? Is it something? So consequences. And then we talked about cholera, dirt. I mean, it's horrible. Different things that can happen to you, boils and all sorts of things that come out of your body. So if we know all these things, do you really want to live in dirty environment? You know, so yes, the government should do their own and then trickle down to every other department. And lastly, you in your house or you in the market. You talked about somebody peeling orange and putting it in the bag and then throwing it somewhere. Wow. Wow. Now, what did they have to go through to learn that process? You know, so these things are real. What are you doing? What are you learning? What are we learning? What are we teaching? What are we doing?
No, but you know, I wanted to just add something to what she said. I was driving and I saw some kids in the car with their parents. I think they were eating granite and something. And,
Tossing it out the window.
And the parent tossed the granite through the window.
Yep.
So, you know, so the traffic was still there and there was nobody there. So I now did this and I said, your kids are watching you toss granite. Hey, frustrated woman. What is your business? You know? And you see, this is what we say.
Yeah.
If parents can't even do the basics, the basics for their kids to look at them, tomorrow these same kids are going to eat granite.
And throw it away.
And this is what I have noticed in Abuja.
Yes.
People that you expect to be responsible, who ride fantastic cars, are the ones in every road. They are the ones throwing
It's not
things
just them,
out of it.
even the ones with the walker.
All of them are tossing. If the government is not doing its job, we don't have to increase the filth and the dirty.
You know, I've always said that there is need for refuge marshals, you know, on
like Lagos.
everywhere.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like
they have
Lagos.
refuge-
Oh
you
yes,
should
they
have
arrest
refuge.
you.
So if you
Yeah.
dump something, we
So
arrest
Lagos
you.
is starting to be clean.
Oh yes.
So we're not going to ask you to pay fine.
Yeah.
Because you get away with it. You're that big man, you roll down your window and you drop something, somebody arrests you. We don't care who you are.
Yeah.
And they give you the punishment of coming to do the communal service, of cleaning that very environment every day for 1 week, depending on the yes, that's how it's done.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
get
yeah.
that
Do you know
done,
who I am?
Thank you.
Exactly.
forgotten the country
It
you
will
are
cause
from.
problems.
You
It
know,
will
even
cause
as you're saying, I was
problems. I
imagining
wish.
it.
Do you know who I am?
It's not you would
I wish we had an automated system the way the Oyibo people do, where you are busy
thing
breaking
just-
all
yes,
manner of rules.
yes.
They're not going to tell you anything. You'll just be
Just
sitting at
get
home one
a
day
ticket,
minding
yeah.
your business.
You just
One
get
thing
a
will just come in the mail. You open, so you don't even know the face of the person that did anything.
you
I
know
wish it
who
were
I
that
am?
kind of thing. You know, you're sitting in the house
Yes.
and then maybe on a Friday,
Yeah.
they come and deliver
Yes.
a mail to you. You are owing the city
So
75,920
for
naira for littering on Monday at so place, Wednesday at so place, and yesterday Thursday at so place. This is the total amount. Please remit same to so place and bring proof of payment to so place, or else you forfeit your whatever. We go cut your light or we go cut your water.
Do you know who I am?
Is it?
That
No, it will stop.
That
The
mail
same
will not go
Nigerians.
to everybody's house. That mail will be for me and you.
Somehow, it will reduce because
See,
the
when-
same Nigerians that are unruly here are managing themselves in the
if
Igbo country.
we do it and it passes down to everyone,
Thank you. Everyone.
everyone, even the ones that will play, do you know who I am? Once we we don't know
don't know who we are.
We are. Once we begin to comply, you will find out that it will begin to protest against those people. People are doing it,
True.
and they too will be they'll be forced to comply.
luck.
I see a Nigeria where
it's possible.
I see
One day,
I
it's
see us
possible.
getting
It is
to
possible.
I see us getting to a Nigeria where very soon, do you know who I am? Will no longer fly.
It will not work.
No,
And
because,
yet,
because
we will just get a
everybody is
microphone and ask,
somebody.
hello, please, can someone help us here? There's somebody here who doesn't know who he is.
All right.
We are getting there.
Before we
We're
leave,
seeing
I like to have our final thoughts, and I like coach. Not coach. Okay, you're coach. You're still coach. Dirty December because you're all dressed up for the white Dirty December.
Yeah, I heard Dirty December is coming to Abuja. Please,
From 21st.
Before the Dirty December, because I'm going to Lagos for Dirty December. So I'm leaving you guys here, but I beg, please, let our city come back to the beautiful city that we had, so that the ones that are going to be here for dirty December, let them have views that will be beautiful, so that the way they make money in Lagos, Abuja can make its own money as well.
Okay.
Let dirty December not be literal. It's not dirty December, it's dirty. This dirty, then they spell and D-E-T-T-Y.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not dirty, dirty.
Not D-I-R-T-Y.
No.
Okay,
But
even
even
at dirty December.
Yes,
In
so
fact,
yes.
when we finish, may I ask what is this thing about?
So it's
Even
good.
if it were D-I-R-T-Y,
T-Y.
let's not make it literal.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's keep the city clean,
Clean.
before, after, and for posterity.
Okay, let's go to Coach.
Honestly, I'm still lost. I know we've talked about this dirty December before. I'm still wondering what is going to happen, you know, so I really have no idea, but I know you'll fill me in.
It's good that it's going to happen in Abuja real soon, so you participate and enjoy it too. I'll drag you out of your house. Talks, Talks, are you with us? Your final thoughts on ensuring that we
I'm
stay
just happy
healthy.
listening to everybody, but it's everybody. It's an everybody thing. We can do it together. We can do it. Nigeria can do it. Nigeria is clean. Nigerians are clean people. So let's do this together.
Okay.
That's what I have to say.
Thank you very much. I always say that there's a reason why we have whites in between the two greens, and our greens are usually the very greeny green. There's no, you can't put it in the cockroach green or reddish green. It's just green. So that means it's pure green and it's clean. It spells who we are. You cannot maintain white like Joy is wearing if you're not a clean person.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's try to ensure that we stay clean, because if you want to see God, you need to be clean.
Yeah.
We'll bring another edition next week for you, and we hope that until then you be good citizens and keep your environment clean. Uncle Wike, please don't build road for people to throw trash. As you're building, please monitor the dustbins as well. Bye.